to the line when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine of a portion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush, then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die, eating up his innards. And unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. Chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Raiders going up against the Saints. With that, we're off to the Bayou, as it's time to debut our new broadcast team for 2016. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the 6-year man from Alabama, it's Mark Ingram. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Breeze. Caught right side at Snead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The headshots here in the offensive unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Ready, 90 seconds.
Breeze to throw on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This is Ingram, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
Ready,
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
And taken right at the 35. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take possession. Carry for Latavius Murray. And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On second down, here's Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's doing.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
We ready? All right, here we go. Ready.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things. But if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Zebra. And we're going around it. Rally.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake. Carr. Backing up. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, easy. 2.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Making the stop there, the rookie Sheldon Rankins. They go with Murray again. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Complete, the tight end Rivera. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
We ready? Wide and Yates.
Shipped together here from the D-line. That was second down run for Murray. He leaps over him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail.
The former Red Raider, now an Oakland Raider. This is DeAndre Washington. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Breeze now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Another pistol look here. Here's Breeze to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's brought down. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
2 It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Holmes has got it complete. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Connor Barth for the field goal try.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Turns, hands to Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another pistol look here. Now Carr with a give to Murray. Room here to run. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And there's a nice completion to Coby Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Brees now on 3rd and goal. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Brees going to sneak it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints get a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. From the gun, it's Carr. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Zebra! We ready? Wide and 8.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rivera's got it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And they're able to up the lead by one more. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week one to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out here in the I. This is Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On the stop, James Laurinaitis.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Again, it's Murray. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
To throw, it's Breeze. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. 7 yards to go on second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Breeze to throw on second down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Breeze going to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Breeze now to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ready? 5-5-5.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Over. Ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze got it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former 49er, Aldon Smith, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go long, baby. Alert. Here we go.
On play action, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And quickly, they get to the line. So they're on that play offensively. They're in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because you're...
And he has got his tight end. It's Rivera for a Raider touchdown. Michael Rivera, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the silver and black continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Muscles him off. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the 4th. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Ingram. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Dan Williams there to make the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Breeze to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. Here's Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw with Carr. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze now to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Breeze hands to Ingram. Oh, nice move. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this.
When when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands, not really able to be blocked on that play, close things down inside.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is taken at about the 14. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Oakland, their future home is still a bit murky, but one thing's certain, they're 1-0 to begin the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.